Alright, we got the story of LABUBUs, why everyone's obsessed with them. Let's get straight into it.
What the heck is a LABUBU, and should you even care? Today we will be unboxing a full case of these to figure out, is it worth it, should you get one, and why are these little monsters so addicting in the first place?
Alright, first of all, I will admit I do have a LABUBU. I can actually get it right here. It's on my wall. It's the simple gray one. It's nothing crazy. I think this thing is awesome, but like that's just me. I think if I go to Japan or like some other country in the world, like Brazil or something, and I'm wearing some baggy jeans, I can throw this thing on and it'll look absolutely fire. But that's just me. So yeah,
Hello Internet, welcome to Style Theory, the show that's ready to find out if LABUBU is the Lulu or the Salulu to your
there's
problems.
the Salulu.
Okay. But for those of you who haven't come across the LABUBU fever, let me rewind it
That
back a
is
little bit.
insane. That
Okay. But for those of you who haven't come across the LABUBU
okay. This thing was like 75 bucks from some expensive store like near my house. It's like one of them hypebeast stores. I'm always for hypebeast items. I always love getting the hypebeast items. I always love following the trend. I'm all over the Dubai chocolate. I'm all over the Labubus. I think the new trends lately have been sick, but this girl right here has probably $1,000 worth of Labubu on her. So that's ridiculous.
before we unbox our furry friends to find out if LABUBU is more than just a fad or destined to fade away, we need to find out how we ended up in LABUBU mania in the first place. While LABUBU may be at the top of the trend charts right now, it actually got its start way back in 2015. Remember how
No
in the intro
way.
I called them little
That's
monsters?
crazy, dude. Like the fact that that thing was in 2015, that's absurd, dude. Like there's another trend I'm thinking of. I can't think of it at the moment, but there was also another trend where like everyone was talking about it now, and like there's like people that were all the way back in like 2020 that were talking about it.
Actually spot on. Before these fuzzy little creatures were hanging off the back of every bag, backpack, and phone, they were drawings on a page. Created by Hong Kong born and Netherlands raised artist Sing Lang, The Monsters is a Nordic inspired picture book about these devious looking little creatures.
That's
Okay, I
sweet.
just have to
That's
see that little
sweet.
face for myself, so we are going to open our very first box. I am so nervous. All right, ready?
Okay, why did she say?
That's
Okay,
so final.
the packaging to open it is sweet. It's a little tab that you rip off. It's like a packet of gum where it's just like you just take the little string on it and rip it off. When packages have those, it instantly makes me like them way more. I don't know why. It doesn't even add any bonus points to this thing right here, but it's so nice.
Ah! Oh my gosh! Ah! Look at them! Oh,
Okay,
it's
she actually got
actually
a really
so
cool one.
soft.
That one's pretty
There's like
sweet.
glitter in its
It's got the
eyes.
blue
This is
handle.
our first
I like
LABUBU,
the
and it is
gold.
the
Mine has
green
like a
one,
gold
which,
handle on it.
according to the
It
card that
looks
comes in the
silver on the
box, means
camera.
serenity. It is actually so soft and the quality is so good, and it has 9 teeth, which means that it is an actual LABUBU and not a LaFufu. If you didn't know, the
I didn't even know that. Hold on. One, two, three. Okay, mine has 9 teeth. Mine has 9 teeth. Thank God. Holy crap.
knockoff LABUBUs are called LaFufus, and they have 10 teeth. So this little lady is authentic. Though, despite
It is
the
a very scary
mischievous
face.
look, LABUBUs are actually meant to be very kind-hearted helpers, unlike some other plushes I could name. These stories were inspired by Nordic mythology and folklore, featuring a variety of made-up creatures, including, of course, LABUBU. A star was born. But books don't.
How much bank do you think the creator of Labubu could make if he was to actually like create these products too? Like if the creator of Labubu created this thing, bro, this thing looks like a Pokemon. This guy could create so much money off this. Like this cow looking thing over here and this skeleton head. If this guy did different branches and chains of Labubu, he would be a multi-billionaire.
Including, of course, LABUBU. A star was born. But books don't always equal a huge fan base. And in 2010, Lang transitioned from being an illustrator to a toy maker. But he wasn't making the kind of stuff you would give to your little brother or sister to play with. These were collectibles, art pieces. Think artsy bears, Tokidoki, and Funko Pops. Now, surprisingly, this isn't the first time a
The
whimsical
Tokidokis are
story
sick.
from Northern Europe has broken out of the pages and into the mainstream. The Moomins, which is a Finnish story about these partially bovine, partially human creatures, has a cult following. The Moomins created an empire of toys, games, shows, books, clothes, you name it, they probably put a Moomin on it. But it's never quite reached the mainstream success
Oh
that
my
LABUBU
gosh. A LABUBU t-shirt, bro. Oh my. A LABUBU t-shirt while you have a LABUBU attached to your jeans or whatever, your bag. Oh my god. The Instagram pictures would go crazy, dude. I'm not even making that up. The Instagram, like some of y'all may hate on me for this one, but I think that would be insane.
has. So what makes these little monsters so special? Well, it comes down to two key differences. First, it had reach. In 2019, Lang partnered with Pop Mart, a Chinese-owned toy company with international reach. You see, while
Oh, that's
Moomins
good.
were able to take hold in Europe, they struggled to reach outside markets, like the US. But Pop Mart was already there. As of recording this episode, Pop Mart has over 450 stores in 30 different countries. And in the US alone, they have 37 brick-and-mortar stores, plus 50 of what they call their robo-shops, which is a fancy word for saying vending machines. They're talking about vending machines. This made breaking into international markets a breeze. LABUBU's mix of cutesy and monstrous features held a unique appeal. This creepy yet cute aesthetic hits
Bro,
that
it's
fine
actually
line
soft.
between
It's like
your fear
really
response
soft.
and your innate curiosity. It's a look that historically held the attention of alternative subcultures. Think scene kids, emos, and of course, the K-pop stans, who I both highly respect and kind of fear. So when one of the biggest names in K-pop starts constantly talking about how much they love LABUBU, you know it's about to go off.
That's
Around
how you
April
really
of
get a product out.
2024,
You get someone
Lisa from
popular to
Blackpink
talk about
began
it, bro.
posting about her love of
Whoa, those are
LABUBU on
huge.
Instagram, talking about
I
them
did
in
not know
music
they had
videos,
those huge
and
ones.
basically bringing them up to anyone who would listen. We love a fellow fangirl. Pop Mart's sales skyrocketed, with their plush toy revenue increasing by over 1,200%. Yeah, 1,200%. All thanks to Lalisa and her LABUBUs. Now, celebrity endorsements aren't a new thing. It's marketing 101. Our brains are wired to trust the opinions and recommendations of our faves.
Yeah,
And when you look at
that's
the
very
numbers,
true.
it really works. When Nike and Michael Jordan collaborated to make the Air Jordans, it made $126 million in its first year alone. George Clooney's endorsement.
Okay, do you guys think that LABUBUs will have the same longevity as Jordans? There's just no way. I mean, like, the thing is, the guy that made LABUBUs is a billionaire now, and sure, Michael Jordan, what is Michael Jordan's net worth? Okay, he is a multi-billionaire. What's a LABUBU guy's? Holy shit! Holy shit! Yo, this is what? The Lab Oh my god. The LABUBU guy has 6 times more billion dollars than Jordan? That's absurd. Maybe LABUBU's will like outlast Jordan, dude. That's crazy.
So increased its sales by 30%. And when Louis Vuitton made Zendaya the face of their brand, they were finally able to break into the Gen Z market. But there is a huge difference between all those examples and Lisa's LABUBUs, and that is authenticity. You see, unlike all those examples, Lisa, at least to our knowledge, wasn't paid to promote LABUBU. She just loved them and wanted to share that love with her fans. If I had to compare this to anything, I would compare it to Jaden Animations making a video about Chikawa so her fans could understand her love of it. You just can't put a price on authentic passion. Or I guess you can if you're a reseller, because people are paying crazy amounts to get their hands on
I low-key paid really bad price for this. I paid 75 bucks for this John right here, and I think it's probably worth like 25 bucks, not even. Like, how much does a Labubu normally? What is the retail of a Labubu? Okay, the retail price is 15 to 960? That can't be right, bro. I mean, there are pretty big ones in the world. Uh, the blind box usually priced between Oh, so it's $9 to $28, and I paid 75 bucks? Wow, I'm sticking to StockX or GOAT, bro. Holy shit.
On these Labubus. I'm talking hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on the design. Which is wild to be sure. But while we now know why
Yeah,
Labubu had a
that's
Labubu boom,
insane.
we don't know what's turned that love into a trend so big that people are spending their life savings trying to get one. And why even your mom is asking for a Labubu for Christmas. There are very few things that have reached this level of Labubu mania, and there's one big reason for that. Your brain. When Pop Mart first released their Labubu collaboration, they
I have
did
the one
it
on the right.
with blind boxes. That
Yep.
is what these are. They're blind boxes, which means that you don't know what you're going to get when you buy one. So each box is a bit of a gamble. It's a sales strategy used to get you to buy everything from Pokemon trading cards to collectibles of Sanrio characters.
Very good trading strategy. Very good trading strategy.
A psychology theory called intermittent reinforcement. I'm sorry, I have to do that when I hear the word theory. It is legitimately written into my theorist contract. The idea behind this theory is that rewarding a desired behavior, like say opening a blind box and getting the Labubu you want, can cause you to get a hit of dopamine, aka the happy chemical. When that reward is given at unpredictable or irregular intervals, rather than every time a desired behavior occurs, it encourages you to keep repeating that desired behavior over and over again in search of that same dopamine hit. But there is no real guarantee that you'll get what you want when you open your first, second, third, or even 100th blind box. It's a trick used by casinos, toy companies, video games, and more. And when it comes to Labubu, there are more than 300 variants out there in the wild. Most are considered to be very common, but some are considered to be very, very rare. Like that secret option that it says could be in our case. If you are
Chad, this is just like getting a Pokemon, like she just said like 5 minutes ago, or not even 5 minutes ago, like 30 seconds ago. This is literally like getting a Pokemon. If I pull this gray one and I open another box and pull a gray one, that's like me getting a freaking Eevee or something like that. Like getting like the gray one twice is has I don't even know. Like it's like opening a Pokemon. There's some that are rare than others, and the rare ones go for more money, but I don't really, I don't understand it.
determined to have a full set, you'll buy case after case after case just to try to find it. Or you might cheat. When I worked at Barnes & Noble, we had to tape up our blind boxes because people wanted to open them before they bought them. They didn't want the risk,
that's what
they
a lot of
just
people do,
wanted
bro.
the reward. Don't do that. Don't be that person. No one likes that person. That person sucks. But it's this chase that gets people invested in brands like Labubu. You know that thrill of uncertainty right
Very
before
good
you open
marketing
a box?
strategy.
Well, that also triggers that same release of dopamine we were talking about earlier, except it's much more fleeting. Once you open the box and find out that you didn't get what you wanted, that
You're gonna go
dopamine
back to buy
disappears,
another
and the urge
one.
to get another box to fill
Dang,
that void
man.
returns. And if you just never get the one that you really, really want, you may just keep spending money until you put so much into the chase that you feel like you have to keep going. This is a sunk cost, and it's something that brings in big money to stores like Pop Mart. Now, I am not here to say that
Yep.
Labubu made a Labubu and is a bad guy for doing this. It's just marketing, but it's marketing designed to make you want to buy more. Except there's just one little prabubu for Labubu. It's just that we've seen all this happen before, and it never ends well. Listen, the trend of cute collectibles is nothing new. We all know Webkins, Furbies,
Oh,
Tamagotchis,
Webkins.
and of
Oh my
course,
gosh. Webkins, bro. That's a crazy pull, man. Dang.
the granddaddy of them all, the Beanie Baby. While a
Oh,
few of these have
I had like 6 of these as a kid, guys. I had like 6 of these as a kid, and I love these things, dude. I used to sleep with them all the time. Like I when I was like 8 or something like that, I had a bed with like 50 stuffed animals in it, no joke. Like I had a million, and I had like and 6 of them were like these. There's some around 6. I had a lot of those things. But yeah.
Had nostalgic resurgences, none of them have been able to achieve long-term financial relevancy.
Listen, I am a huge fan of buying cute things and keeping them for years after the hype train has crashed out. I mean, look, this is my tower of cute. I have had some of these things longer than Gen Alpha has been alive. Actually, I've probably had some of these longer than Gen Z has been alive. I mean, this one I have had literally since I was born. So I get it. I get wanting the cute thing.
Yet, just because we like it now doesn't mean it's worth the financial investment that people are putting into it. Let's look at the Beanie Baby example. Released in 1996, Beanie Babies
Wow.
didn't reach their all-time high until a few years later, just like our friends LABUBU. And the initial drive for Beanie Baby mania came down to 3 very familiar factors. 1, they were cute. Duh. 2, celebrities of the time loved to show off their collections to their fans. And 3, they had the rare factor. Special edition ones that were hard to get and that people would pay big money to add to their collection. Yeah, all that sounds pretty similar to what's happening right now with
Yeah,
LABUBU.
it
So
is.
that means that we need to figure out what killed the Beanie Baby. Oversaturation and lack of evolution. You see, eventually Ty, the toy company behind Beanie Babies, ramped up its production so much to keep up with demand that in doing so, it
Bro, this is exactly how the Labubu creator can just make this shit last for decades. Like, him knowing what this Thai brand did for the Beanie Babies to make them go out of business, and like, oh my gosh, that's wild. He can literally just wait to do those drawings from the beginning and then release the next thing when these things die out. Oh my gosh.
devalued itself in a way that it never recovered from. And it got worse. Places like eBay and collectors forums exposed that even some of those so-called rare collectibles weren't actually so rare. And obviously LABUBU is destined to follow along that same path, right? Well, maybe. The thing is, LABUBU has managed to do something that Beanie Babies never did, and that is be fashionable. It all comes back to fashion. It all comes back to fashion. Yeah, these little fuzzballs may just be the hottest accessory of the season. Heck, maybe even the decade. Which is why
Yeah.
we need to open. Not only has LABUBU made its way down the runway of Milan Fashion Week, it's now taking over the closets of your best friends. Remember how we talked about Lalisa and her LABUBU obsession? Well, one of the key places she featured her love of LABUBU is on her bags, just like other style icons like Rihanna and Dua Lipa. LABUBU
Wow.
hit the jackpot when it came to not just trends, but timing. At the same time that they were appearing on Lalisa's bag charms were having a huge resurgence in pop culture. One of the staples of Gen Z style is self-expression, and what better way to show off your individuality than adding decorations to your bag that represent different parts of your personality. Whether you dabble in cottagecore, love an anime moment, or just like to keep it simple, there's a LABUBU available to match
Yeah,
your
there
aesthetic.
is
There's
there
really
is
only
so
one
many
other brand
Labubus
that
they
has
can just
managed to
match
do the same
everything.
thing and stay on trend
What is it?
for decades. Sanrio. Even if that name
What is that?
doesn't sound familiar, you still probably know its characters like Hello Kitty and
Oh,
My Melody. Yep, these
yeah.
characters have been a staple of collectors
Yeah, they
and
have so
fashion
many
fans
different
alike
things for all
for
these.
years. And it all comes down to how they've been able to combine their fans' love of their characters with their love of fashion. From
Yeah.
clothes to home goods to
Fashion,
makeup,
it
Hello
always
Kitty
ties
is
back to
everywhere.
fashion.
And yet it's never reached that tipping point of oversaturation like Beanie Babies. They have been able to intertwine their brand with their fans' lives. And LABUBU is looking to do the same thing. And they might just have found their trick to doing that. One that not even Hello Kitty has been able to achieve. Not only is the market booming for the LABUBUs themselves, there's a whole new market developing around them. Fans are designing clothes and accessories for their
Wow.
LABUBUs. And some
That's
are even
crazy.
making businesses around creating these items to sell to other LABUBU fans. And business is booming booming, y'all. Now, even if you didn't get the LABUBU you wanted in your blind box, you can still customize the one you got to fit your personality. Heck, if you have the right skills or know the right shops, you and your LABUBU could even twin.
Yeah, that's crazy. By the way, she opened 6 boxes in that video and got 6 different Labubus, which is like impossible to do out of one box. That each box contains 6 Labubus. She pulled 6 different Labubus out of one box of 6. I don't know how she did it. That's like impossible. No one does that.